Why was this exhibition put on now?
Well, I think it's a really wonderful way of marking both the Queen's Jubilee year and also, of course, the year of the Olympics. And so we really were looking for a subject that celebrated an aspect of British fashion. And of course, Ballgowns is all about glamour.
The exhibition was designed by Emily Pugh, and downstairs is set out as a country house with the idea of preparing for the ball, with lots of little vignettes in the cases, and it's really looking at the earlier period from 1950 up to the 2000s, early 2000s, and then we come upstairs into a very dramatic ballroom, and that's the celebration of contemporary British evening wear in the past 5 years.
What are some of the highlights that visitors can expect to see when they come to the exhibition?
Well, we have gowns worn by royalty. We have some fantastic pieces that were worn on the red carpet. There's one dress which was worn just last week at the Met Ball in New York, and that was created by Christopher Kane for the actress Shailene Woodley. So that came winging its way straight from the Met Ball. It only arrived here on Thursday, so we're delighted to be able to include that in the show. There's a real mixture of pieces, some fantastic examples of contemporary and British design from the past too.
I hope that people go away having learned a little bit about the strength of British fashion design, which is undeniable, but also just feeling that they've seen something really entertaining and interesting that lifts the spirit.
Elizabeth, do you think there is a particular kind of British glamour, and if so, what summarises it for you?
Oh, well, we're the best, I think, at doing glamour, and we have amazing sort of different ways of interpreting it. I mean, when we were doing it in the 80s, David and myself, it was all the big gowns and it was the big roses like you'll see on Joan Collins' dress. We sort of go to extremes. We're not afraid of doing things, doing different things. And I think the British designers do the most interesting versions of ball gowns.
I think the 1930s was the most glamorous. I think women looked absolutely fantastic then. I think they had wonderful designers like V&A and Balenciaga, and women made a major effort all the time.
I've always loved the 1920s when you think about like the Savoy and all, that time period, definitely.
100% for me, it's the 50s, because that is the golden age of couture, and that is really, for me, where everything was reinvented, and it was just a magical period. And I think the 50s were probably, to me, the most influential